Good morning, friends. Today I am going to present the project on Airbnb booking analysis. The Airbnb is a popular hotel booking platform. My projects aim to analyze the dataset of Airbnb. This dataset contains approx 49,000 rows and 16 columns. By analyze this dataset, we can uncover valuable insights that can be utilized by hoteliers, travel agency, and customers, like understanding the customers' preferences, popular locations, and pricing trends can significantly input business strategy, optimize revenue, and enhance customer experiences in hospitality industry. The problem statement. The Airbnb data analysis project involves around understanding the factor influencing pricing of property listed on Airbnb. Key questions include identifying the features, facility, and amenities that impact property price, analyze room types and their correlation with price, and determining the relevance of various attributes to the overall price structure. The goal is to gain insights into the pricing trends of Airbnb listings and explore the relationship between different property characteristics and their associates prices. The price aims to address these questions through comprehensive data analysis, providing valuable information for both hosts and guests on the platform. The business objective. The business objective of Airbnb booking analysis can vary depending on the specific goal and needs of the company. However, some common business objectives of Airbnb booking analysis may include price optimization. Analyzing the price column can help determine optimal pricing strategy for different types of accommodation based on factors such as neighborhood, room type, and availability. The second is demand forecasting. By examining minimum number of nights, number of reviews, and availability 365, you can forecast demand for accommodation in different neighborhoods and identify popular booking periods. Post performance analysis, customer satisfaction and experiences. Analyzing the number of reviews, last review, and reviews per month can provide insights into the overall customer satisfaction levels. Marketing expansion planning. Examining the neighborhood and neighborhood groups column can help identify popular or emerging neighborhoods where Airbnb can focus on expansion efforts. Fraud detection. Utilizing the latitude and longitude column can help identifying and prevent potential instances of fraud by detecting irregular bookings pattern in the specific area. So first we import some important Python libraries like pandas, numpy, matplotlib, seaborn, and plotly.express. First we load our data. So here underscore df is the name of our data set. So first it is the first look of our data set. You can use .head method to see this data. So .shape, this gives the number of rows and number of columns. It is about 48,895 rows and 16 columns. Column methods show the different variables, means name of the columns like ID, name, host ID, host name, neighborhood groups, etc. Info method shows the different types of column name and their types of data. Here the next is duplicate value. The columns contain duplicate value. So here the value is 0. So we can say that there is no any duplicate value present in the data set. Dot is NA method. This shows the total number of null values present in the data set. So viewing this area, we can see that there are the number of null values present in the data set. So from the following operations, We can conclude that the Airbnb booking analysis consists of 48,895 instances with 16 attributes. The attributes include the unique identifier like ID, description, information such as name of the listings, host name, neighborhood groups, and a specific neighborhood of the listings. Location coordinates are available as latitude and longitude details. Other attributes include the type of room available, rental price, minimum number of nights can be booked for, number of reviews received by listings, date of last review, the average number of reviews per month, the count of listings by host, and number of days rooms are available in a year. So now this is the list of columns. Dot describe method. This describe the about data like number of count means a standard deviation minimum value 25% of 25 percentile of the value, 50 percentile of the value, and 75 percentile of the value, and maximum value in the data set. So here are the description of our variables contained in the data set. So here dot d types method. This shows the number of different name of the different columns and their data types of data present in the columns. This shows the unique value present, number of unique value present in the data set or columns. So from now we do our data wrangling. First we do our data wrangling task. So here input null values with some values, valid values. This shows only the rows having NaN values present in the data set. So here we drop the rows where name is empty or having null values, name column having empties or NaN value. And we also drop the rows which having host name with null value, having NaN value. So after doing this task, where we can see that 10,037 rows are also having NaN values in the last review column and reviews per month column. So here we put most frequent date in the date column and the average value in the last reviews per month column. So after doing this task, we can see that now our data is now cleaned. In ARDF dataset, none name columns have 16 NaN value and host name column have 20 NaN values. So I have dropped these rows from the dataset, and last review column has 10,052 NaN values. It cannot be ignored, so I have imputed the most frequent date in place of NaN values and some with reviews last month column. There is also 10,052 NaN values. So here we input the average value of reviews in the place of NaN value. So the next part of is data visualization. Here is our data. So first chart is a pie chart. Here we can see that 52% of the rooms are entire home apartment, 45% is private room type, and 2.37% is shared room type. So the rooms are entire home apartment, indicating that this type of accommodation is most common. Private rooms made around 45.7 of the total rooms, making the second most preferred option. Shared rooms, on the other hand, only account about 2.3% of the available. Implies that people tend to avoid choosing shared room accommodation in the hotels. The next chart is distribution of room types over number of rooms occupied and number of rooms available in a year. So with the blue, bar shows the number of rooms occupied, while red bars show the number of rooms available in a year. So from the above data, we can say that entire home apartment are consistently in higher demand, while private rooms also enjoy considerable usage. In contrast, shared room experiences lower occupancy rate. The next chart is distribution of neighborhood groups. So from the above figure, Manhattan and Brooklyn have more active and organized neighborhood community compared to the other. Next is the distribution of rooms occupied in a year over neighborhood groups. So from the above chart, we can observe the hotels in Brooklyn and Manhattan neighborhoods have higher occupancy rate throughout the year, while the hotels in Staten Island show the lower occupancy rate throughout the year. Next is a scatter chart between neighborhood groups and price. Most of the hotels are priced under 2000. A few hotels in the popular neighborhoods like Manhattan can cost around 10,000. Hotels in the outer blocks like Queens, Staten Islands are cheaper, mostly under 2000. There is a wide spread of mid-range hotels priced 2000 to 10,000. Factors like capacity, beach location, distance from each center seem to be influencing pricing. There are hotels in all the neighborhood groups having hotel price 0. The 6 is top distribution of top 20 neighborhood. So from the above chart, the first two neighborhood exhibits a notably higher frequency, surpassing 3700. This suggests a significant level of active and prominence in these areas. The majority of neighborhoods, however, shows a lower frequency, with most falling below 500. This indicates that a significant portion of the sampled neighborhood tends to be less active and have lower occurrence in their respective areas. The next chart is distribution of average price over room type. So from this chart, we can conclude that the entire home apartments having the average price of 211, reflecting a premium associates with exclusive use of entire living space. Private rooms followed with an average price of 89.8, offering a balanced affordability and personal space. Shared rooms have a lowest average price of 70, positioning them as the most budget-friendly option. The next chart is the scatter chart between number of days rooms are occupied in the year and price of the hotel. So from this chart, we have some key points. First is geo price range. At geo price point, the majority of rooms are occupied. Price around 1000. As the price reaches approximately 1000, there is significant increase in the room occupancy. The price range between 1000 to 2000. The availability of rooms decreases, implies that fewer rooms are available within this price range. This could be due to increased demand or limited inventory in the specific price bracket. Next is beyond 2000. Rooms availability starts to increase. This suggests to a correlation where higher periods priced rooms tend to have more availability. At the price point of 10,000, a few rooms are fully occupied while the others are remain available. This indicates that there might be a luxury tier with exclusive feature or limited availability. The next chart is the distribution of average number of reviews over neighborhood groups. The Staten Island stands out the highest average number of reviews, while the Manhattan records the lowest number of reviews. As we have seen that Manhattan having the highest occupancy rate, whereas the Staten Islands have the lower occupancy rate. Now next chart is the distribution of average price over neighborhood groups. Here Manhattan stands out the highest average price of 196, reflecting its status as the prime and sought after location with premium pricing. Brooklyn with average price of 124 and Staten Island with an average price of 114 appears to be offer moderately priced accommodations. The next chart is the distribution of total number of host listing over neighborhood groups. So this chart shows that the highest number of calculated host listing is Manhattan and the lowest is Staten Island. The next chart is the distribution of revenue over neighborhood groups. Here Manhattan contributes about 1 billion while Brooklyn contributes about 632 million. Queens contributes about 119 million of revenues. The next chart is the distribution of revenue over room type. Here, entire home apartments contribute about 1.25 billion, while private rooms contribute about 481 million and shared room contributes about 18.23 million. The next chart is the correlation heat map. So here we can see that different variables having positive relation among them and having negative relation among them. So if we talk about price, there is a positive correlation between latitude and price listing. This implies that to some extent listings located at the higher altitude tend to have higher prices. Next is rooms occupied. The number of rooms occupied throughout the year has a weak negative correlation with the longitude and number of reviews. This suggests that listing located at the higher altitude longitude with more reviews tends to have slightly fewer rooms occupied throughout the year. The next is the pair plot. Here we can see that different relationship between different variables. Longitude between longitude, longitude between latitude, this graph, price versus longitude and latitude. So here we can see that at zero price, rooms are available here neighborhoods. The colored dot shows the different neighborhood groups. Minimum nights, so that next is now the business. From the above data, we can conclude some business objectives. Here the first is focus on entire home apartment and private rooms. Since these accommodation type are preferred by customers and clients should be prioritize this option in their offerings. They target making efforts toward promoting the unique features and benefits of these accommodation types, improving occupancy rate in shared room. As shared rooms have lower occupancy rate and clients can consider implementing a strategy to increase demand for this category. Next is target price. Efforts by Brooklyn and Manhattan. Hotels in these neighborhoods have higher occupancy rates, indicating higher demand. The client can allocate more resources toward marketing their accommodations in these areas to attract more customers. Next is enhance customer review and satisfaction. Customers review play a crucial role in attracting new customers. The client should focus on providing excellent services and experiences to their guests to improve their average review and overall customer satisfaction. This can involve continuous training of for staffs, ensuring cleanliness and comfort, and addressing any customer concern promptly. Next is collaborate with local partners. Building partnership with local business attraction and event can help the client attract more customers and provide value-added services to enhance the overall guest experience. This can include partnership with tour operators, restaurants, and cultural institutions. Invest in customer services and operations. Providing excellent customer services and maintaining operational efficiency are crucial for customer satisfaction and repeat bookings. The client should invest in training their staffs, adopting efficient processes, and ensuring prompt communication and problem solving. The next part is conclusion. In conclusion, the analysis of the provided data highlights several key points and recommendations for the clients to achieve their business objectives. In accommodation, the hospitality industry, some key points includes understanding customer preferences. The data shows a preference for entire home apartment and private rooms, suggesting that clients should prioritize this option in their offerings. Focus on high demand area. Brooklyn and Manhattan have higher room occupancy rate, indicating higher demand. The client can allocate resources toward marketing and expanding their operations in these neighborhoods. Price optimization. Analyzing the price trends and customer behavior, the client should consider adjust their price strategies to maximize occupancy and revenue. Capitalize the online presence. Developing a strong and online presence through user-friendly websites, optimized listing on booking platform, and active engagement on social media can significantly impact the client's ability. It is important for the clients to further evaluate the specific marketing dynamics, competition, and unique aspects of their business to tailor this recommendation accordingly. This is all about my projects. Thank you very much.